God bless, hope you're doing swell. It looks as though Disney is going to be looking to cast a non-white Hercules for a new live-action film. Now, this is classic anti-whiteism, white erasure, and it doesn't get more plain and simple than this, I guess. White erasing a historically European Western character in film and playing them, or hiring actors to play these characters who are non-white. Not to empower diversity, not to empower minorities, etc. Not so that minorities have somebody they can relate to on TV, and all of this type of thing, as the anti-whites love to go on about, and this has been their justification for years as to why they want to have non-white characters on TV. But they don't need to, obviously, rewrite white characters as non-white characters. There's plenty of good African fables and myths and stories from the different tribes in Africa and stuff. There's plenty of different movies and TV shows and things that could be made that are diverse and have non-white characters that are actually based on their culture, their heritage, their myths, their gods, and so forth. And they could be great stories. There's no reason to rewrite a Western white story like Hercules and have Hercules played as a non-white character, other than to be anti-white and push white erasure, the destruction of Western kind. So, for folk who aren't 100% aware as to why people are frustrated with this type of thing, that's why. Because there's no other reason to make Hercules a non-white individual in this movie, or have a non-white individual play Hercules in this movie, other than that means it's not a white person. So it's just less white people, and it's the white erasure of a historically white myth and religious tale. So it's of spiritual and holy, pious significance, and it's being disrespected in a very hateful and bigoted way, simply to attack white people and white culture, white heritage, etc. So there's no justification. When they first started making these excuses, they made the excuses that, it's just to diversify, etc. But we can see now that that was all a lie, and it was just, from the get-go, it was just all anti-white. All of this, like pushing to have non-whites on TV, etc., was all simply to get to the point now where they're trying to push white people off of and out of TV shows and stories. So it wasn't to give a space for the minorities. It was an excuse. It was using the minorities and an excuse to be looking out for them in order to attack and dwindle the numbers of white actors and their opportunities and their careers, etc., simply because of the colour of their skin, because anti-whites hate Western kind.